Right, this is day one. I say day one, part one, I suppose, of the XS650 engine rebuild. After cleaning all the faces up, about as good as it gets. Blown out all the oil ways and ports, including the tiny little jet holes that you get on either side of the crank, making sure they're all free and clean. So that's ready to, more or less ready to go, put the bits in and go back together. It's the gears and the crank. Got a linkless cam chain, which I've put on already, so it'll save me having to mess about with that later. It's quite handy having a linkless chain, because then you ain't got the worry of, did I put that on right, or is that tight enough, or is it too tight where the link is, and all that rubbish. There's the top casing, all cleaned up and ready. So let's get started. Right, you have to excuse the mess in the background. Right, once you've got all your everything's all cleaned up, nice and lovely, we're ready to put the crank in to start with, really. So we've got to line up the crank bearings with these pins in the casing. This can be pretty tricky. What I'd do normally is on this outer bearing there's a couple of little lines scribed into the bearing itself, so you roughly know where the pins, the hole is at the bottom for the pins. So the first one, actually it's more or less lined up in there. I'll do the next one along, twist it until you feel it drop in. Right, what I should have done, right, is put the crank seal on before I put that in. So it's got a, I don't know if you can see, there's like a little tiny raised part on these seals, which slot into a groove in the actual casing. So if we lift up slightly and push it on, line that groove up. So that's lined up now. And of course, bearings on. And that's all in. Oh, yeah, it looks good. That's good. That's all good. Right, now the gearbox. I've already there's a guide there, so you don't screw everything up. Make sure that's in place. If you ain't got that, then just forget it. We'll do the back one first. we can get the push rod tube sealing in place as well. We'll stick that and put that all together. So yeah, let's have a go. Here's the first cluster. I've checked all the cogs. They all seem pretty good. None of them seem marked in any way. Right, so you have to line it up, line this selector up with this slotting out. Get that in. Same with the other end. You've got the guide there, so you can't screw up on that really. Let's just see if you can see what I'm actually talking about. No. Right, so we've got the first lot of gears in, put the guide in place so that it ain't going to move. And put the push rod seal in. Push that down in place. So that's happy. That looks good to me. Nice. That's a nice fit on there. So let's chuck that in and line them up again. That seals lovely. It's looking good. Gears working. Gear selector. Looking good, everything's looking good. Right, let me just go and put some Honda Bond on the other casing, and we'll come back and put the two together. Right, I've applied the Honda Bond to, don't know if you can see that, to the top casing. It's easier because there ain't no studs to get in the way. Just tap it on with your finger, go all the way around, tap it on with your finger, and then that's ready to go on then. So we should get that set up and put on. Hopefully it should go nice and easy, but you never know. Let's line these two up. No, is that the one? There we go. Not bad at all. Not bad. it's only the seals that are probably stopping it from going all the way down. Just give it a little. Well, that's it. Throw on some nuts and washers. Yeah, so basically bolted all the bottom on, and not forgetting the nut in there, and the two round here. And what I found when I was checking this engine before, the thread at the bottom of this hole, which is in there, right, had stripped. So what I had to do was drill it out and put a helicoil in there. But I need to find a bolt now which is long enough, which is about this 100 millimeters in length I need for that. But alternatively, what I'll probably do on this one is get a bit of 8mm studding to stick down that hole, and then cut it off at the right length, and then put a copper washer and a dome head nut on top. I've got some high tensile steel M8 threading somewhere. I have to find that, so that'll go in there. I just need to put these bolts in here, and that's all. The casings then are all bolted together. So let me do that. Let me find the bolts. Weird, isn't it? I mean, one's a 12mm and the other's a 13mm. I wish the bloke hadn't sprayed the nuts and bolts. There's two 12mm. torque them up just yet until I get this other one sorted. Really. Use a bit of stainless. Screw the bit of stainless in there and then cut that off and rethread that. What can I use? What size is that? Maybe I've got some long ones. Let's have a check. Look at this, boys and girls. Found one which is a tad longer. So that might actually work. Wash on it. Could do about 5mm longer really. We got like, what's that, 4 or 5 threads, maybe that'll work. What size is that? Yeah, this is going to be alright actually. I did not want to do that nut because that bolt there rolls this side of the fucking gears in. So if that bolt was missing, then the pressure on the gears could actually force that casing apart. Don't want that, do we? Right. Let's see. It's about £16, I reckon. Next part, come on camera, little part in there I need to find, this bar I need to find to lock all this into place. I should have put that on the first, but the couldn't find it. Let's have a look. Here's the little bit I've been looking for the last half an hour. It's just this piece that fits into there, holds that into place like so. What was that doing that? Slot in that. This little pin here, there's a slot in there that needs to slot into. There we go. And that slots into the selector mechanism. Alright. And where's the other bit? This piece here, which is the when you change gear, it sort of like clicks into gear. There's this bit of springy bit here that goes into a slot which is around this with pins in it, so when the pin goes around it kind of slots into place. Described the fuck out of that, didn't I? There's a hard bit, then a spring on there. That. Twist it around a bit. Get that fine bit thing. Move the selector around a bit. So that. There you go. There. What do I put in first? Let me put that bit in. Okay. We've got the locking tab. One screw in there. Okay, right. Get that started. Another screw. Get that started. There we go. So the spring's pretty tight at the moment. So get that in there. Screw that up. Right, so there you go. It's nice and tight now. Let me just screw and just tighten them nuts up, bolts up. Find a fucking spanner small bit. 10, they're going to be 8, aren't they? Yeah. So, 8mm one of those. Let's do it this way. Do it the easy way. Typical. Reckon that's tight enough. And let's try and fold that over into the nut so it won't undo. Like so. Don't that come loose, do we? We're changing gears. A little bit. There you go. There. What size was that? 1/2 inch. 13mm. Okay. Good enough, I think. That works. Right. Part 2 will be the rest of it. So come back for part 2. I'm going home now to have a cup of tea, wash my hands, grab a bite to eat, and we'll see how we go from there. So, catch you later.